Hi, I'm with you to introducing of the A380N and tell you how you can use this industrial product. This product is a USB to RS232, RS485 and RS422 multiport in industrial class. It connects to the computer via USB ports and adds two standard RS232 and two standard RS485 and RS422 as a COM port to your system. With this multiport, you can connect any device with RS232, RS485 and RS422 port to your computer. Some of the important features of this product that makes it categorized in industrial class is the protection against electrical shocks and electromagnetic noises. It also has 3 kV optical and electrical insulation, which has a great effect on eliminating noises, such as electromagnetic noise, which are coming from contacts changing in electromotors or ESD voltages, such as surge or lightning. This is the product packaging. After unpacking, we will see the content of the box. The content is including a A380N that I take out of the plastic cover. In one side, it has a USB port that connects to the computer via the USB cable. You can find USB cable inside the product box. It also includes an adapter jack, the power input of the device, which is connected to the power supply. Note that this device can work with any DC voltage from 8 to 48 volts. So if you don't have access to 220 volt power to connect the adapter, you can use any available DC industrial power supply in your project. For example, 24 volt DC. At the other side, it has two RS232 ports with 9-pin DB9 male connector. All the flow control and handshaking signals such as RTS, CTS, etc. here are activated. Also, it includes two RS485 or RS422 ports with a screw terminal. On the back of the device, there is a guide for making the necessary connections. Other contents include a quick start guide, a 12 volts AC to DC voltage adapter, a USB cable, two DIN rail brackets, which the device can be installed on the rail by the means of them. Also, we have two DB9 female connectors and a CD, which includes the user guide, datasheet, and the required driver files. This device supports all RS485 network topologies such as point-to-point and multi-point. It also supports point-to-point and multi-drop in RS422 mode. To show how the converter works, plug in the converter power adapter. The converter power light turns on. Connect converter to a computer using USB cable. The green light on the converter turns on. Here, for example, I connect the RS485 section of the first port to the RS485 section of the second port. Normally, you don't need to connect these two ports together, and ordinarily these ports are connected separately to another device with RS485 or RS422. As you know, the RS485 standard consists of a pair of differential signals, data plus and data minus. According to the back of the device, data plus signal is on pin number 3, data minus signal is on pin number 4, and GND signal is on pin number 5 and 6. To connect the first port to the second port, connect data plus or pin number 3 of the first port to the data plus of the second port. Data minus or pin number 4 of the first port to the data minus of the second port. and GND or pin number 5 of the first port to the GND of the second port. Now all the necessary connections have been made to start working with the converter. After connecting converter to the computer, the driver is automatically installed in Windows. If it is not installed, we will install it manually from the CD. First, go to the device manager of the computer, and in the port section, see that 4 ports have been added to the system. To test whether these 4 ports are related to this converter or not, disconnect converter from the computer. As you see, all 4 COM ports removed from the computer. Reconnect it. See, all 4 COM ports are added to the computer again. Note that the COM port assigned to this converter doesn't necessarily have to be number 2, 3, 4, 5. And on your system, depending on which COM port is free, another number may be assigned to the device COM ports, and this is managed by the operating system. Serial port testing software such as Microsoft Hyper-Terminal can be used to demonstrate how this converter works. Here I use free terminal software that a copy of it is on project CD in the utility folder. And also you can download it from this address. Open terminal software. In this section, select COM number 4 and you will see that the other settings are in the default state. The default settings are baud-rate 9600 bits per second, data bit 8, parity none, stop bit 1, handshaking none. Note in this section, handshaking must be set to none because, as you know, the RS485 consists of 2 wires and has no hardware handshaking at all. Click on the connect button to connect to the COM number 4. Open another terminal. Select COM number 5 and you will see that the other settings are in the default state. In this section, it doesn't matter what settings we make. It is important that the settings for 2 ports be the same. Click on the connect button to connect to the COM number 5. Now, in the transmit section of the terminal software which is connected to the COM number 4, type any data that you want. Click on the send. And as you see, we will receive the same data inside the terminal software which is connected to the COM number 5. You see, when I send data from the COM number 4 terminal, the port that is connected to the COM number 4, the blue light or TX which indicates transmission is blinking. And on the port that is connected to the COM number 5, the yellow light or RX which indicates receipt is blinking. This data is bidirectional, and if you send data inside the COM number 5 terminal software, you receive the same data inside the COM number 4 terminal. And again, you will see when I send data from the COM number 5 terminal, the port that connects to the COM number 5, the blue light or TX which indicates transmission is blinking. And the port that is connected to the COM number 4, the yellow light or RX which indicates receipt is blinking. The point that I want to make at the end is that this converter has an end-of-line or termination resistor which is at 120 ohm, and you don't need to add these resistors. Contact us via email support@ipelectronics.com or WhatsApp number and ask your technical questions. Thank you for watching this video.